Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. You and I are not different from this flower. Just like these flowers are unique, you are unique. Every flower has its own color, own flavor, and own purpose. Similarly, every one of you here have something special in your life. But the difficulty is, there is a difficult question to answer. What makes us special? It's very difficult for us to answer because life has a cruel way of testing us. Just like picking the petals of this flower and breaking it into the pieces and finally throwing aside to the trash. Yes, similarly in every of our life, people neglect us, people don't support us, and they break our petals and throw us into trash. But history shows us that the history is full of broken peoples. Let me give the example of some figures. You may know about R.K. Rowling. She was poor. She was homeless. She didn't have own dress to wear, and she started writing stories. She was facing medical issues. She was writing stories inside of the door in cafes while her baby daughter was sleeping beside her. And her stories was rejected 12 times, not 1, 2, 3 times. Her stories were rejected 12 times by 12 publishers. But she never stopped. She tried again. She tried again. She failed again and again she tried. And finally, she became one of the famous author of the famous book Harry Potter. And you may also know about APJ Abdul Kalam, our former president, who was selling newspapers to every home. And he ended his life by being a respective figure inside that newspaper that he used to sell to every home. And Abdul Kalam said that the poverty is not the failure. Because if you born as a poor, it's not your problem. But if you die as a poor, it's your problem for sure. And also let me remind a story of one of the greatest women. She failed elections again and again. People called her, you are not suitable for this position. Woman is not suitable for politics. They shouted at her. They mocked at her, but she never stopped trying. And finally, she became the first woman prime minister of the Great Britain, the Iron Lady Margaret Hilda Thatcher. Dear brothers, this is really impressive for our life. And let me add a moment of humor. Pneumono ultramicroscopic silicovolcanoconiosis. Hey, what did you just say now? People are amazed. People feel mesmerized. Something strange has happened just now. What is the hell he saying? It's nothing. It's just the longest word in English language. And people feel it's something strange, but the reality is it takes only 1 or 2 minutes to memorize it. But the problem is not the failure, but the problem is not the difficulty, but the problem is that we are not trying to do it. If you try, we can do it. And also, dears, it's because of we have a confusion in our life. We have a confusion in our life. Let me explain to you. There are 2 difficult questions in our life. The first one is, whom do you love more, your father or mother? Please answer me. Whom you love more, the father or mother? Okay, sometimes you may answer father or mother or both. But let me ask the second question. What do you want to become in your life? Do you have the answer? No, because it's really, really difficult to answer this question because we don't have a proper passion in our life. Unless we don't have a passion in our life, we can't achieve anything in our life. So keep a passion in your life. Try again. You may face obstacles, you may face sadness, you may face the rejections in your life, and people may break you and people may throw you just like the people threw the flowers into the trash. And I remember a suggestion for you, and I have a question before that. So do you laugh on a same joke again and again if I repeated it for 10 times? Do you laugh it? Who? Please raise your hand. No, you will never laugh. Sometimes you may laugh. If I repeat it for 3 times, you will laugh. And if I repeat it for 10 times, will you laugh? Never and ever. Similarly, why do you feel sad or why do you cry on same problems again and again that repeat in your life? Why do you cry? Yes, it's meaningless to cry again and again on same problems, on same obstacles that we face in our life while we chase our passion. Yes, brothers. So I have one of the practical tip for you. You have to take down a notebook like this, a blank paper or sheet, and you have to write every of your weakness, every of your obstacles, every of the problems that you face in your life in this sheet, and try to erase it one by one. Honestly, I say, you have to focus to erase every of your problems one by one. So we get the conclusion in our life. So if you have a confusion in our life, just set a passion and try again, work hard. The obstacles, the failure will be faced, and you keep trying, fail again, try again, and definitely you will come to a conclusion, and that conclusion is called as success. Thank you.